Hello, everybody. Here we are at 360 once again. It is May 3rd, almost half a year gone already, which is unbelievable. As you know, the cool is being stacked triple time now. A lot going on behind the scenes. I believe Ash might be coming on, so that will be even better. So I'm not going to try to get to it. Instead of passing on to you guys, I'm going to finish what I have to say right now real quick. I'll check my YouTube later. Okay, look, we have all been going around different O-Connects, watching people. They're all doing it. They're all working with it. Like I said in my live the last 2 days, everything is being worked on. They see what we see, but we are also handing it in daily, okay? And they know what's up. It's getting better every single day. Chris recommended yesterday and the day before and the day before that on everyone we went to, all of you, create your own O-Connect and invite people to come to you. You'll learn more by just doing it. I know people think, oh, I'm going to break it. You can't freaking break it, okay? There's no way you're going to break it. You can click, 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 whatever. And worst case scenario, something doesn't quite look right, just refresh. You're good. Everything's good. And I was in today with Dan, me and Dan Street, and we went through all the stuff. Everything was perfect. Absolutely mind-blowing. Everything worked. Everything was perfect. Crystal clear. Played videos, uploaded stuff that Dan drew on the whiteboard. We're in a good place. I don't know how we all wound up on ONPASSIVE. I don't know, but it's a great thing for us and our families. And I'm going to turn it over to Red. If I think of anything else, I'll say something at the end. But yeah, I'm actually blown away. But use it, guys. Use it. It's fantastic. Go ahead, Red.
Thanks very much, Marty. I can't believe you've got nothing else to say. I'm sure you're going to be coming back. Chris Johnson, hello, my friend. How you doing? Good to be here on a Wednesday with my favourite two people in ONPASSIVE, and it is another amazing 360 to bring you all the things up to date. So, as you well know, I like nosing around in the back office of O-Founders and our brand new ecosystem. And I have noticed now that the My Subscriptions area has been updated. For those of you who have started your ONPASSIVE O-Connect free trial, if you go to My Subscriptions, you will see O-Connect is there in that area. It is also clickable. Remember what I said as far as that arrow when you are in the ecosystem, go nosing around, have a look. Anything that highlights with your arrow that turns to a little pointy finger, okay, is clickable. So you can click the O-Connect product in your My Subscriptions area. It expands back out again, and it gives you more information about that product that you have subscribed to. It will also tell you the information about it. Now, this is the information so far on O-Connect. The information that is there isn't up to date, guys, okay? That will go live, obviously, when it becomes a paid product, all right? And it will give you all of the correct details there. Also, when you have purchased any other subscription-based or even yearly based, however you have purchased a product, it will drop into that area. It'll be under name product and give you all of that description right there for you. Also, I noticed in the My Wallet section as well has been updated slightly. I know it's only a small thing, but now they have 4 zeros, not 3 zeros, 4 zeros in there now. Okay, I know it's a little thing, but it is something else that they have been upgrading. And this is what I love about what's happening with the ecosystem at the moment. If you are looking at your business, if you are interested in your business and you are going to your ecosystem on a daily basis and looking in all the areas, you will notice these subtle changes, these little tweaks, the refining of what the ecosystem is doing. This is going to be continually all the time, guys. There's going to be little bits that you will notice There might be a image change. There might be a graphic change. Even the colors in the background might change as well. Why? Because there is people continually in the background looking at every single page that comes up on your ecosystem to make it a much better user experience. Remember, we have moved away from this thing called a founder. We are now wholly based and focusing on the user. We are users as well, of course, as founders, but the whole of the ecosystem is based around the user experience, us included. So keep on looking, keep on checking out your OES. Okay, you are going to be surprised on a daily basis. Mail upgraded already. And I believe this isn't the finished version either of the second rollout. Remember, Ash said on a couple of webinars ago that once OConnect goes live, then a week or so after that, we will have the second version, the revamped version of OMail. And then shortly after that, we'll have ONet along with OTracker and so many other products coming extremely thick and fast after that as well. It really is going to be a succession of products and services coming into our back office. And as you have been told as well by our CEO, we won't even be told when some of them go live. We'll wake up one morning, log into our OES, and there it will be, a brand new product for us to either purchase or to use. That's with me. I'm going to come back around in a minute. Over to you, Chris.
Thank you, Mr. Red and Marty DeGarmo. Normally myself, Marty and Red, we get together maybe 30 minutes prior to this meeting and discuss what we're going to talk about. But Captain Red Sparrow, he was driving the boat, so we didn't have too much good communications in there. But Red, you look really good with that tan, brother, no lie. Marty DeGarmo, your head just keeps getting smaller. I don't know what you're doing, but I do have a big announcement to say it's a big loss. It's a very good big loss. I want to congratulate John White, or I call him John Caucasian, has lost 40 pounds by listening to something Marty taught him to do. And I told him that I would shout it out. So you get a chance to congratulate John White. He's really proud about it. Please do that. I also want to wish happy birthday to everyone out there. God bless you on your birthday. And I also want to say that we are saying prayers for you guys. If some things aren't so good in your life or going good, we're praying for you. I do want to talk about everyone is doing phenomenal with these OConnects. So I have noticed that a lot of the same individuals are doing their own OConnect every night with the same amount of people. And I discussed this with them. Let's start rotating that. So let's say myself, Red, and Marty are doing an OConnect every night at 7 o'clock. Red tonight is going to be the host. Tomorrow, I'm going to be the host with my OConnect. And the next day, Marty's going to be the host on his OConnect. This way, it's getting rotated around and people are learning. If we just keep having the same host, we're going back to the old pattern. We want everyone to be able to play with that. Now, and another suggestion is when you get people on your OConnect, don't make everyone co-host. Do it one person at a time and walk them through some things and teach them. If you make everyone co-host, everyone's hitting fire the button and all the buttons and they're playing with it, and that's great. But if you make one person a co-host at a time, walk them through it and then switch it over to another person and walk them through it, more people are going to learn. The more you touch your hands on it, the more you do it by yourself, the better you're going to learn. It's very confusing sometimes. The ones that we've been getting on are like 10 people, 12 people, and everyone's trying to press buttons. And another big thing, we are not technicians here. So we're coming on OConnect to witness, to see what's going on. We can't come on and give you advice of what's fixable because everything is perfect. It's still migrating in. So you might say, hey, why is this? Everything is still migrating, guys. It takes a little bit of time. I think Marty touched on this morning. Every big company in the world has gone through nightmare, not like us. I don't think we're doing nightmare at all, but things like this where we're seeing it. None of us seen Amazon do it. We didn't see Facebook do it. We saw the movie Facebook and we seen what they were going through, right? But nobody in this world is seeing what we actually get to see. When Ash said, well, you're going to be part of it, he was pretty transparent. We're part of it. And we're just not used to seeing this kind of stuff. Like, wow. And then people look at it real funny. Well, that's because that's what I love about this. How many of you have always think, man, I really wish I would have liked to see how William Ford started Ford Motor Company and go through all the process. Do you realize the things that he had to go through just to build an engine? The people that were against him, he never stopped, but none of us were part of that. But this company, you're part of. And Ashmouth Fire graciously allows us to see what's going on. Plus, he also allows us to beta test, which he bragged about a year and a half, 2 years ago. When this happens, you guys are going to be important because you're going to be beta testing. And that brings me to my next point. After Friday, I made a couple suggestions to the big guy. And I said, would it be possible if you can record and it'll connect, but we don't know where it goes. It goes to a secret place right now. Ash had told me, great idea. After Friday, let's do that. Let's start making some recordings. This way they have a visual tool. They can actually hear what we're saying, what we're seeing. And I think that's a great idea. Now, one thing I'm real quick, I want to talk about, now if Brother Ash comes on here, I'm sure he's going to say a few things. The old mail. Many of you had an old mail that said you didn't have it. It wasn't working, okay? So I did some digging. I sent a lot of things into support, asked them a lot of questions. So if you have an old mail that you click on it and it goes right back to your home page, or it said not registered, to my knowledge, that the company has deleted those old mails. You can actually go into your OFounder account, click on navigate to OES and redo it. Now, if it's not populated, don't do nothing with it because maybe they haven't got to that old mail yet. But you can, and if he comes on, he'll correct me. You can send it in. If you're not populated, send that old mail in and say, listen, old mail's not working for me. They'll know what to do. That could change if Ash does something different. But a lot of you that had the issues, old mail wasn't right. What it was is a lot of people signed up wrong. We all know we did that, even me. And we became customers, which, by the way, there's a lot of you that are still like that. What happened is when they deleted the account and went back again, that old mail somehow got locked somewhere. I'm not techno. It got lost and it wouldn't register, but they deleted everything. So now when you click on it, it goes right back to the homepage. I'm going to say it again. Go to your OFounders account, click on navigate to the OES, boom. It should be populated. If not, don't do none. But if it is populated, fill out your old mail, your 2 passwords, and boom, your old mail will work. This is a great idea. Actually, Marty talked about it 2 or 3 hours. That's what they should do. And boom, sure. I go, you're not going to believe this. Marty's psychic sometimes. What else did I want to say? Talked about rotation old mail. I think that's all I got right now. Marty, back to you.
All righty. Very good. Yep. Very, very, very good. Listen, another thing that I think would help a lot of people. Don't worry about things that haven't happened yet. Listen, if you don't know by now that we're in good hands, look, I don't worry about, I don't care what I see. I just go, okay, that's right now. They're working on it. I know because I've taken the journey. I'm watching what they've done, where they're going. Take the time to live the moment and follow what we know. Go by what we know, and I guarantee you won't worry about tomorrow. Well, what if this happens? And who knows? Who cares? Worry about what's going on right now because they're taking care of everything as we speak. I know sometimes people think, I've got this little issue, and the company doesn't know, and I'm going to be left behind. That's not true. It's just not true. They know about it. They have accounts. They're all working on the same thing we are. They see what's going on. Listen, when I text Ash about something maybe 5 or 6 or 10 people said, I assume it's happening to hundreds. Okay. When I tell them, they already know. Like 99% of the time, even when we were talking about these accounts that are missing, like Chris said, we talked about as well. What's going to happen is when these people migrated one the first time, their emails got twisted up and the company's showing that they already been used. So they're not going to get it because it's in Twilight Zone. They're going to have to re-register. That's what's going to happen. Like Chris said, when you go in to re-register and you don't see it populated, stop. Your 24 hours didn't happen yet. But when it does, fantastic. Look, nobody's going to be left behind. We're all three of us, I know for a fact, are doing this stuff 10 to 15 hours a day. We're not gonna miss it. We're everywhere. We hear from everybody about all kinds of, but a lot of it is worried about tomorrow. We got enough things going on today. Don't bring in tomorrow, okay? I don't know anything about tomorrow. Tomorrow's always there. We worry about that when we get there. But we know this. Mr. Refern and his team are stacking the cool triple time now every day. The company is growing unicorn-wise, it's growing people-wise, it's growing and growing and growing and growing. If you look at what was done, you got to know the future is going to be crazy good. You just have to know it. And like Chris said, and I've been walking about for 3 days, and it's only because I want you to visualize what I'm saying. When this freaking phone came out and we bought it, we said, this is one of the best things that was ever made. I agree. But I wasn't sitting there when it was in the process of being made and Johnny clicked the freaking pictures and music played. And they're yelling back and forth, well, that's not going to the right place. You coded it wrong. But they got all that done. They fixed it. And then they said, here. That's the first time we saw it. When we lived the journey, when we walked the journey, we see some of those little bumps in the road. That's what we signed up for. If you didn't expect anything, then why'd you take the journey? I mean, it's part of the learning experience. I learned more in 4 years about company and people than I did my entire life. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. So take it easy. We're just seeing things that are happening. I want to say this again. I said it on my live. If you look at the history of these other companies, I don't want to mention names. Or any one of them. I don't care who it is. The biggest, the trillion-dollar companies, the multi-billion-dollar companies, freaking whole herd of unicorn companies. If you look at where they've been and what happened, if you go look and actually look at the history, some of those companies did one product and took months and months and years to make it right. And then they fine-tune a little bit. Look, I can tell you this. Every time you go on your phone and it says, or no, PC, a lot of times Microsoft will say, you have an update, you want to update and shut off, and you want to update later, whatever, right? You know what that is? An update is something that they found a glitch that's not working quite right, and they repaired it. But they call it an update. When you look, sometimes you don't even see it. You don't even know what just happened. You're going, okay, whatever. Now, there's also the update of going from version 10 to version 11 on the phone. Okay, and if you really look at that, the update is I'm going to charge you $200 or $300 more than you did the last time you bought this freaking thing. And they added a number. But really, I mean, an update is where they've seen something and they boom. But I want to emphasize this big time. They worked on one product, a phone. ONPASSIVE is working on hundreds of products every day. When Ash goes to the company of OConnect, and I'm going to call the company of OConnect, the other company of OTrim, and the other company of OMail, and the other company, it's all on one platform, but they're companies. And while he's juggling this one, here comes OMail. This is what's going on. This is what we're part of. So think about the size of what's going on before you, oh man, what about, trust me, man, I am so blown away because the more I know of what I don't know, I've never in my mind been in a company where I know less and less every year. Seriously, in about 3 months, I'm going to be inside a womb somewhere, stuck in my thumb, okay? Because I knew more when I got in because it wasn't as big. But it grew much faster than I could imagine, right? Because I didn't know. And that's a good thing. But trust me, if Mr. Refern and the dream team had to worry about this Connect, are you kidding me? If that's all their focus was? No, they're focusing on the world, man. They got something, they got physical products, they got, and by the way, the physical products, like when we go to Connect, our equipment's not playing it at the best it is. Guaranteed. And I got a gaming computer. It's top notch what they're doing. You got to get top notch to watch it and use it. And I'm not saying now, people don't have money right now, but as you make money, he said a long time ago, upgrade so you can see what you really have. And that's all I have. Again.
I got something. Right, I wanted to talk to you actually about my invitees. Now, somebody reached out to me yesterday or the day before, not quite sure where it is, and said, Red, I've sent out lots of emails to people and they're not showing in my invitees. Why is that? And then I started talking to this person, and it turns out they have sent the invitation out via their own email client, not through the designated send invite link, which is in their OES. I know AI is good, guys, but it's not that good, okay? It can't do magic, and it has to take the information from somewhere. The My Invitees in your ecosystem is there designed to pick up the invitees that have been sent via the send invite link. Where is this? It is on your first page at the top center of the address bar at the top. Okay, you will see it. It will say send invite. Okay, invitee. This is a pre-populated email, okay, that you can send to any email address. Don't worry about the name, etc. That gets automatically populated when you hit the send button. Once you have sent it, okay, guess what? It then drops into the My Invitees section on your drop-down dashboard on the left-hand side. It is also have a timer ticker to the right-hand side, which is status, okay, and how much longer left. Somebody has to respond to that email and click on the link. Now, here is my suggestion. Don't go putting hundreds upon hundreds of emails into that area. You want to use it wisely. You want to be able to follow up people. You want to know what you have sent them. This is why they have a timer on it. This is why it will tell you what has been sent. It is there for a reason. It's there to assist you. It's there to help you be able to maximize what you are sending to people. We are not spamming people. We are here to offer things to your invitees. We want them to be interested in what you are sending them. If you're just going to spam them once and never follow up, then they are never going to click on anything you send them. But if you use it wisely, okay, do 10 at a time, okay, wait for that time to expire, then do another 10, etc., etc. Over a period of time, you will find that you have a much better response from the emails that you send out that the company are supplying for us, okay, done for you, with your link populated, with their name populated, with your name populated in that email. Anyway, that's just a bit of advice that I think you should take, and I think it will certainly help you as far as your marketing is concerned. Over to you, Chris, or somebody who's just turned up.
Yeah, let's see. Well, real quick before that person who just showed up out of nowhere crashed us, I want to do just a little bit of house cleaning. It came to my attention the other day that a video was made showing our complete back office. And I want to tell you this, you're not supposed to do that. And if a leader or even a founder says, hey, this isn't supposed to be up there, you got to take it down. Ash did talk about this last Saturday. We shouldn't be doing that. Actually, Mr. Muhammad, not Kamal, the other one, Nazal, I can never remember his last name. I'm sorry, Mr. Muhammad. He doesn't want you touching any of that stuff. Ash Mafara told us the other day that the O-Media team, the ONPASSIVE team, is going to be building their own tutorials professionally for all of us to use. So if you go on there, you're jumping the gun, and you're also going against copyrights, and he's warned all of us about that. So please, there is a person from India. It's a woman. If you did that, I'm going to ask you, please take it down, because it's just not allowed. We don't want that out there. Ash Mafara, whenever you're ready, brother, it's all you. There he is.
Hello, everyone. I'm ready, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. My name is Ash, and I'm your best friend. If you don't believe that, you got to plug in for the next couple of years or decades, because I got a lot to show. Anyway, can you remind me what is the purpose of ONPASSIVE 360? So I
Get
can
the
be
right
on
information.
track with you.
Right information. Get out the people to the right information.
Is it my thought was it's to recap or flashback for the last 7 days since last Wednesday?
Absolutely.
So do we talk about technical things here?
Yeah.
Internal things?
No.
Compliance issues? Motivation? All right, so let's not get off track. Okay, so let's talk about the last 360 or the last 7 days. All I want to say is this is how we do it. We told you things are going to start popping up. You had no clue. We were working in Egypt for well over a year. And there you go. We have a complete equipped office, top notch. Some imported stuff, the furniture, it was brand new. We had to revamp the whole thing. And our people been working there since 2021. All right, well over a year and a half. And that's not when we started working on it. That's when they got staffed and they got onboarded. So this is not a small project, by the way. That's a bigger one. At the same time on Saturday, we told you there are 3 more things as of now working in Egypt. And that was just one office in one sector, which is ONPASSIVE, the digital ecosystem that you know. Mostly it's going to handle some contribution to Academy, translation for the Arabic world, and so forth. And of course, social media and all of that. It's another branch. Okay? Perhaps eventually we are expanding in bigger locations in the administrative capital, the new administrative capital in Egypt. I've mentioned that to you. Do your due diligence. We're going big. I mean, super big. And if I want to stretch the 360 even a little longer, like not just 7 days, I would say at least a couple of months ago, this 2023 has been really a productive year for us. I mean, it's a house pack of implementation, execution, and productivity. So if you want to call this phase that we're in, I would call it productivity and delivery, but scaling at the same time. So where we are today, we have a stable ecosystem. We are fading away from the previous nonsense is about the competitive, old, broken networking theme. We are more of a brick and mortar company, and yet with a new, fresh business model with a AI with heart, as we like to call it. We have more than you know lined up, and the way they're likely to appear, just they're done. All right, come let us show you. Just like what's happening in Egypt as we speak, not just that office. There's more. There's more. And I mentioned to you a while ago, we decided, not really, not a long time ago, I said, we're going to go and have our own OKYC, ONPASSIVE, know your customer product. You know how long it takes to do that and how many people they do it? I mean, one of the companies that we do in merchant, you're going to get to know it, like payment processing and pay out to you for a brief time, okay? We, or not us, they pay €2 on every record they verify. See how expensive it is? Because of the business we're doing, we said, you know what? I confess I'm the most idiot businessman on earth if I am in that category. I probably shouldn't be allowed in the neighborhood of businessmen. I said, I felt bad for the people, like the company. I said, no, come to us. We're not going to charge you, okay? Or we're just going to charge you for the cost. Not a good businessman. Don't you ever hire me. And the way I see it is we're finding solutions and we're owning them. We're building them from scratch in-house, and that's disruptive. So when I say we're going to own the digital world or we're going to own the internet, there's a reason behind that. And if this is your statement, and if your statement is the correction for the corruption, do it or die, okay, obviously you have to do the calculation. This is not a 5-minute process, not a 5-day, not a 5-month process, okay? Is it worth it? If I told you you have a solution to this, are you going to ask me how long is it going to take? So we get trapped into the wrong thing. The right thing is to be more goal and purpose driven, where we are going, rather than where you come from, the current situation. Where you are today is temporary. Where you want to go is what matters, because you still have full control of that. What's happening today is almost too late to control it. We're so busy working on tomorrow. We're very good at it. And what you don't know is far more bigger than what you know. Why? Because we transition from getting that approval, getting that recognition, authority, credibility, to where we don't need that anymore. We know who we are. We got it. It's a done deal. We believe in ourselves. And we thought, we'll let you know when it's ready. Plus, there's no more confidentiality anymore. Everything is under the sun. That's why we've changed it. So if I want to talk about the last week, I mean, what you should recognize that our marketing is working, our branding is working, our staffing is working. We're attracting really high quality, talented individuals all across. We work globally. We've succeeded to set up a good theme, a good business model, structure, and platform to work redundantly and in multiple regions, all at the same time in one day, around the clock. And that's not easy. If you're successful in one little office, that's great. You counted, among the successful people. But if you're successful in so many locations, different cultures and regions and all of that, at a big scale, you're super successful. And to be able to do that while you're driving other things and catering to small minds and corruption and friction, that's pretty effective. I don't know if I need to say it, but for those who know how to read, we're confident about what we're doing, and we know what we're doing. I think if you go and just like the years of experience for our staff, if you add it up together, don't even include me. Okay. If you add their years of experience and the different areas of experience they have, their expertise, you think it's gonna exceed what you know? So try not to judge, all right? Just watch and be thankful to what they do, because I'm sure you know they have hundreds of years of experience, if not thousands, collectively. If you add that together, and they all love what they do, I think that's obvious too. What do you expect? Small business, typical business, or disruptive, magnificent paradigm shift? That's what I expect. And I know them. And I know their heart. I know their capacity. It's a mistake to count them as employees. You know that. An employee doesn't work around the clock or travel across the globe, whatever it takes to get the job done. Not expecting anything in return, but believing in the mission. It's their business as well. I love our family. I love who we have. With all my heart, they deserve to own it. Okay, that's huge, as you're in good hands. Okay, no matter how things shift around, we got this. So now if I want to do the next 360, like, come on, I'm not sure if I'm going to come, so let's do it in advance. Before we go there, I probably should mention that as we are registering now to ONPASSIVE, I think you understand that. We can share with you. Wow. Okay, I am going to give you statistics as we speak right now. Okay, so let's get the last 2 weeks if you wish. So today's the 3rd. Let's make it from the 19th. Okay, of April. 350 and 500, 350,000. That's how much we grow. We're averaging 175,000 per week. Know how long it used to take us to do that? And the mind-boggling thing that the company stopped registering people since June 2022. Yet we continue to do the payroll. If somebody should be anxious, but not just the payroll, all the expenses and all the expansion, all the projects, all the funding, okay, if somebody is anxious, should be the company, or who's paying the bill. And I don't want you to get trapped in the nonsense, and I'm talking to you, the 3 of you. I'm sure, you know, Red is good at it, not to slip in there, but my other 2 brothers, you know, they just care too much, so they eat the bait sometimes. And all I want to say is, if somebody need an evidence, I am open and I can show them the book, but they will pay for it, or they will get naked and show on the screen and say, I'm a fool. All right, not for free, because I'm not gonna, I would say, entertain the monkeys. Okay, if somebody's rational, obviously, don't you think, you know, we've been dug into, like, deep by the dime, by the penny, by the word, everything we say? Don't you think so? Not just in one country. So for those who you're being distracted with, they're not the brightest. They're no one. They're unknown. They're nameless. And you know, there's no purpose in their life. They're soulless. And I suggest that you just ignore them, because the biggest punishment to the ignorant is ignorance. Ignore them. So we are adding roughly 20 to 30,000 new registrations to our new ecosystem. They are enjoying 3 products at this time, and some free trial to our OConnect. We're approaching 1 million free trials in OConnect. There are thousands of sessions around the clock, and as we planned, we said we're going to stabilize OConnect. Once it's fine, then we're going to release a new OMail, new ONet. You're going to love them. What we have is a great start, but we've learned a lot, and we were able to build more. And of course, OTracker, ODesk, and so forth are lined up to be released, okay? Perhaps with the stabilization of OConnect, like I said, we have other teams are working in the background to have the mobile app, desktop application, and totally responsive, and of course, a new theme and more features, and the AI component of OConnect. So within a matter of weeks, some weeks, OConnect is very much likely to shatter old records of webinars. Why? It's very simple math, okay? Let's do it. I mean, I'm going to sum it up with a couple. Number one, it has more features than any or all webinar or web conferencing platforms collectively. It is more user-friendly and simple than any of them. It is new, fresh. It has more AI structure than anything that we know as of now, which will make it more robust. It is the most scalable when it comes to capacity. The only one that can give you unlimited usage. And highest quality among all of them when it comes to sound, when it comes to stability, when it comes to chat. Everything is meticulous. Everything is perfected, well calculated, well thought through by the click, by the button, by every item of it. Even an emoji, we put our heart in it. And you get the highest quality, more features, better capacity, fresh, new, all of that, yet cheaper. That's the highest value on the market. And we decided not to stop there. We said, why not share the revenue? Now you give me this formula, I don't need any further explanation. All I need is what I just said in the last 30 seconds. Got better quality, something in high demand, of course, we know the demand on this, and it is likely to be disruptive. I predict personally, okay, that OConnect is going to catch mainstream media for free, for obvious reasons. It's the new thing, and we're going to get good publicity. Enjoy it. Now, when it comes to the users of OConnect, now if you go and use it publicly, or you're going to record that, I don't think that's wise. Let me tell you why. We forgot to say that with OConnect, you get other products, other solutions, all with the same single sign-on. So you're able to do more, accomplish more within the same single sign-on with the same, price. Why would I do something else? It's a no-brainer. And It's not wise to show it, nor the ecosystem, nor the ONET or OMail or any of our solutions. Why? If you keep it open to the public, you minimize the reason and the desire and the drive for others to come and see it themselves. Especially, we made it free. So if they were a potential customer to you, they don't need to see the whole thing upfront. That is a distraction. Nobody's going to watch and master or connect before they're in it. Why? I don't even know. So yeah, so you're telling me all that, oh, it's a headache. But just show enough or talk about it enough that come on in, try it for free. You got nothing to lose. It's on me. You get OConnect, you get at least a free trial, you get this and that. If you don't like it, nothing, lost. So for those who are tempted to start showing and belly dancing for the public, what I mean by that, you don't have to seduce people to come and take a look. Listen, I got you something with more features, AI driven, cheaper, user friendly. It's amazing, super simple, and it pays you to use it. What else do you want to know? Other than come and try it and stop talking, do it now. If you want to know more, you're not serious. And I'm not interested in doing business with non-serious people because I got limited time in my life. I want to do more, and I want to do it with doers, with action takers, not with lazy people. So that would be my recommendation. Don't show it. Now, thank you to those who copied exactly the Egyptian video, exactly as it is, and dumped it on their video channel. Thank you. That's exactly what we said. Yes, I'm being sarcastic. So you want me to cancel you? Should I call your name? Let me know. It's not the right thing. It's not the wise things. Okay. And I'm going to mention this publicly. Everything we do will eventually be patented, copyrighted, and trademarked. So if anybody try to mess with it, you know the consequences to that, to the trademark violation. I'm not going to give there because that's for our clients internally and our legal department. But I'm telling you, we're all set and well recognized. So don't copy, please. It's unattractive. You want to share something, share your own work, but you can reference to the company. Some people did a page and they copied exactly the videos from the company, embedded them on their page. That's wise. And I mean it. Yeah, it's like, okay, see this, okay, in one page. That makes sense. But remember, the company is going to give you your own links to share. And obviously the company's effort, the company's design, if you just click share, that's all you have to do. Whether you share OMail, it will send an invitation like a video mail to the public or to the users. And your links, personalized links, meaning website, going to give you a flood of them. You know, we're good at that. We're fast, we're good. You don't need to reinvent the wheel, all right? All you do is smile and share if you want to. But again, I don't dictate anyone's dream. I am blown away about what we're doing from our side. I wouldn't trust anyone else to do it. because I think you have an idea. It's not easy, and we're beaten up every day. But we got used to it, and that what makes us strong and bold and making history. And please do not compare ONPASSIVE to anything you know in the past or now, because that would be an insult. There's nothing like ONPASSIVE. There's nothing even close to what we do. We're different, we're unique. Not that just like, okay, we're a different business model. No, 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 no. We're more like a movement, a revolution, and we take pride of our work. Now, moving forward, you're going to see those components popping like almost in no time, just a matter of days. We're going to have new ONET, OMail. We're going to have obviously the stabilization of and stability of OConnect that will allow us to do one more bomb. So we said there are two major announcements in April. You might want to consider the Egyptian announcement as one of them. I wasn't counting that, but hey, you take a bonus, no problem. Okay, but because we technically two components are relying and they depend they depend or they're completely they're connected to the OConnect stability. Once that is confirmed, we'll be able to tell you that major announcement, and that I can share with you today just because we're on 360. It will be founders exclusive. So that is a leak, and the only reason I am sharing that with 360 is because I'm told you're all friends with Susie McRae. Because of that, I think that's a good reason to give you a gift. Okay, so that would be in the coming week, probably next week or so, potentially. Okay, tentatively. If all clear, like this week with OConnect with where we want it to be, then we can set up a time with you where we have a corporate webinar and tell you, well, it's likely to be founders only, just probably one of the few remaining time that we will do founders only, but that will be, I don't think you would expect it. I believe you are going to be shocked, astonished in many ways, as well as the public, for that next announcement. So everything we've done for the founders so far, founding members, was great, but this will knock it out of the park completely. Now, I'm here to answer any query or inquiry, if you wish. How many people do you think they're watching or will potentially watch 360?
All of them, if they're smart.
Only the good people, right? So think about it, 2 weeks and we're just like rolling our sleeves and we got 350,000 people. So you do the math. There's somebody's joining ONPASSIVE from every corner of the planet, every given minute of the day. The day is 100. Yeah,
you know what's really crazy, Ash? I was looking for the cheer button What an idiot.
Oh, not here. Sorry.
Not here.
Wrong neighborhood. Yeah, so the day is 1,440 minutes, the 24 hours. We're getting like 30,000 a day. So we're getting like well over 10, more than 10, I would say, new users to the ecosystem per minute, multiple, not just one a minute,
Crazy, crazy,
around
crazy.
the clock. Yeah, and we're just warming up now. At least when in the next few days or so, you're gonna have my links activated. We'll announce it. We'll give you new websites. OMail is gonna have a very beautiful invitation system. Like you put somebody's name, they transition to our new technology, and that, my prediction, will go viral as well. So put the two together, we will multiply what we have. Yeah, you're having like one a second. I mean, you don't want it to get higher than that. We don't want to finish the global population in a month or a year. I mean, come on, let's enjoy it. Nice and easy. Yeah. Okay, so if you didn't like what you heard so far, no problem. We're gonna start all over again. Hello, my name is Ash, and we are live on ONPASSIVE 360. We just did a live, and you didn't like it, and you got some problems. I'm kidding.
Yeah, major.
But we're having a blast. It's been an amazing year. Look at the pace, the progression of ONPASSIVE. I mean, 2020, it was a new shift of our productivity, but we got better 2021, and 2022 was a powerful year for us in many ways. You just have to look at our history. Most of you were here now, and that is being even multiplied so far, the first 4 months of the year. And now, wow, what could happen in 2023? I concretely believe that ONPASSIVE is really going to impact the planet in a positive way. For those who are in it, there's no possible way that you could catch a fish while you're at your, front yard, right? Unless you live right in the ocean or lake. But you got to go in it, got to get into the water. There is room for success for all of us. There's wealth for all of us. And I really would love to have a conversation with you after a couple of years, because one of the things I want to create more millionaires in ONPASSIVE than you could think or calculate. But I want to have a meeting with those millionaires after a couple of years, tell them that now that you got what you wanted, is it really making you happy? Is that all you wanted, or you want to do something bigger, higher purpose? But I wouldn't be able to talk to you until you get there. So I'm gonna make sure that we are compliance, of course. If it's up to me, probably it's a good thing it's not up to me, because I will give it away. I will just bankrupt quickly. Yeah, that's not good. So I think it has to have some business, essence to it. What were you talking about before I come here?
How great ONPASSIVE is.
Okay.
What's it matter? What the heck?
I personally wouldn't do anything in my life. I wouldn't. It's a shame, and I'm glad that we took the brave decision to start this journey and movement. I can assure you that it got better than we thought, and it's getting better by the day. Our success is being multiplied and expedited. Which is a
Anybody
great thing.
paying attention would have to see that as really. I mean,
Yeah,
I knew 10%, then I knew 7, then I knew 5, and very soon I will be inside of a womb, back where I started, because I don't know anything. I mean, every month something big happens, and I'm like, wow, I can't even put it all together. So I take day by
Well,
day.
thanks to all my life that is coming sometime in the future, because people have a short memory span, and you talk about something on Saturday, on Tuesday, what's happening? I'm lost, I'm confused, I'm behind, and all of that. That's how ridiculous it is. So you would have to like play it over and over and over. But the thing is, we don't have time to talk about what happened last Saturday because we have something new this Saturday. Oh, speaking of Saturday, I think we have another Burj Khalifa projection on Saturday. The reason we're doing that, we're trying to convert Michael Williams. Got to choose one of the two.
That's beautiful. Oh my goodness.
Actually, because it's a weekend and it has high traffic in Dubai, and kind of like a perfect timing. It gets the best. We tried different days. We tried Friday. We tried Tuesday, but we get the most return and impact on Saturday evening so far. The only downside of it that Michael is not with us. See, I cleaned it up very quickly.
Hey Ash, I've got a question for you.
Yeah,
did
please.
you
Smart questions,
think,
dumb questions are welcome. Anything.
No, this is a good question. Did you think that way back in 2018, when you released those 2 audio videos, that you would have this company called ONPASSIVE where it is today?
Not in details, but I knew I will have a contribution to impact the world because of my drive, my desire. And sometimes you have things like in your gut, but you cannot explain them yet. But then they start, being unveiled in a way, and are being bashed on. But that's a price I knew it could happen, and it came more severe than I thought. But it's a great lesson, life lesson, when you understand life more, you understand the system better, you know how to deal with them, you know how it's working, so you get better. There's not one time I thought, oh, I wish it's easier. No, every time it gets harder, I think, one, thank God it's this hard because that makes us unique. Secondly, I say, not I wish it was easier, I say I'm going to get better. And I say that if it was that easy, anyone would be doing it a while ago. So it gives us more pride and it gives us more confidence. I didn't think exactly the details or the directions, but like my gut feeling when I took the decision, I knew we're up to something big. But how soon and exact details and all of that I'm going to meet, Mr. DeGarmo or Refern or Chris Johnson, and I'm going to be hugging, Susie McRae and Julie and the tech. I didn't know those details. So Dubai, India, Hyderabad, Bangalore, or Singapore, or what's happening now, like not in exact details, but I knew we're going to make something disruptive. I meant it, I felt it, and it's happening. But to a degree, it will never come the way you plan it. It's impossible because there's so many variables in the process you cannot control. And I learned even before this on passive that whatever it is, as long as I'm satisfied with my effort and intention, I'm going to consider what the outcome is always perfect. Because if you're going to be disappointed and complain that, oh, I planned 1, 2, 3, but it came 1, 2, 5, then 3, it's perfect. The way it came out is perfect. That's what it should be. And if you do that in every area in your life, you're going to be happy or fulfilled. But again, not a wishful thing. You got to do your due diligence. You got to put the effort and the work and the sacrifice. It taught me a lot about people. It taught me so much about governments and laws and all of that. It taught me about technology, of course. You know, we learn every day. It's an unbelievable journey. But it taught me how most people are driven by entitlement and luck and insecurity and all of that, which is a sad thing. So that increases and elevates the demand of ONPASSIVE or an ONPASSIVE, because eventually it will convert a lot of people to believe, yeah, it can be clean. Yeah, it could be done the right way. Yeah, let me do my part. So, and I think it's worth to remind everyone who mostly they sit back and they judge, and who are they and how much they know. Remember I mentioned, you know, potentially we have thousands of years of experience on our side, and we work 24/7, and we put millions of dollars. So we're not just talking, we're suicide, okay? And what's happening, somebody unknown, random, they're not qualified to even give you input. Or if they're not even in it, they had no clue. And the problem is, society taught them that, yeah, they can talk, as that gives them a good excuse to push the burden away and the blame that they feel. They failed. Oh, thank God there's ONPASSIVE, or there's, you know, Marty DeGarmo. Yeah, I can complain and whine and bitch about something. But where you are today is 100% the total, the sum total of your decisions and actions that you've taken up today on your side. I'm sorry to destroy your excuses, Ash or Chris or Julie or Michael, or so, no whatsoever responsibility. Not the White House, not the Democrat, not the Republican, not Brexit, okay? No one is responsible for where you are today, but you yourself, your decisions and your actions. Now, ONPASSIVE can improve that and makes it easier for you, but you still have to do your own actions and decisions. If you're looking for an excuse, probably the market and society and history offers more excuses than solutions. Obviously, you're not going to be short of excuses, but you see the but, okay? Excuses and buts and ifs and all of that, you can use them all lifelong, but nothing goes home unless you start doing. Life is very simple. You can either have results or excuses. You cannot have both. You can either have money or excuses. It's very easy to say it's their fault, his fault, her fault. It doesn't fix your situation. You see, I told you, I didn't say it was tough, it was harsh. Still it is. But I never said, oh, I wish it was easy. I wish it was smoother. Okay. No. Say, gotta get better. Gotta toughen up a little bit more. And I say to myself, suck it up, Nancy, and move on. Don't complain and don't whine and just go and get better and harder. Yeah, go after it.
Ash, my dad, probably 2 months before he passed away, he knew he was going to die. I asked him, Dad, what was your greatest accomplishment? And his answer to me looked me right in the eyes and he said, it hasn't happened yet. And I'd ask him that every week before he died. He'd say it hasn't happened yet. My dad did a lot of great things in his life, which I'm proud to say, but I thought, what a great answer. Because in other words, every day to him was going to be a new experience, something to build, something to better. And that's what I was taught. So
as long as you're breathing, you keep pushing, you keep pushing.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. So not so technical information, but I hope this is helping you to be more effective in your life, because we want you to be successful. And if you're in ONPASSIVE, I don't assume that everybody's listening in ONPASSIVE. We are confident that this will make it more effective, easier, and you can achieve more with us. You cannot go far when you're alone, but with our expertise, with our intention and integrity, I think you are in a much better position. I mean, in a humble way, I mean that. We couldn't be prouder of what happened so far, and what's coming is just better, better, better. This is basically the theme. It's accelerating now. That snowball effect is definitely taking play now.
Thanks very much, Ash. And I personally like to thank you, along with all the founders, I think, for not only bringing all of us on your journey, but also changing us as well. You know, I know I've changed dramatically over this journey with ONPASSIVE for the better. I know my visions and my goals have changed way away from just a monetary goal that I had initially, and things have got bigger in my life as much as they have in ONPASSIVE's life as well. When they say the future's bright in ONPASSIVE, you're not kidding. You know, how can it not be bright when you are a founder in ONPASSIVE? I think we've only just started. The numbers that you've given us today, they're mind-blowing on their own to comprehend where those numbers are coming from initially. I think we are going to be shocked in a few short weeks when those numbers really do start stacking up. You are the man, Ash Farah. You really are. Your vision has kept us steadfast, and we couldn't thank for a better leader at the helm of the ONPASSIVE ship. Thank you so much.
Wouldn't be the same without our team and our executives, and I wouldn't ask for a better team. I'm happy. They're my family. Hypothetically, if there's no ONPASSIVE, I would want to be their friends. But of course, we're in this unbelievable journey together, and we're just so thrilled about it. Speaking of the team, they are just like flying all over. Trust me, you wouldn't ask or expect a team of any company to be this committed. They put this ahead of anything in their life. speaking of intelligence, speaking of loyalty, speaking of knowledge, experience, what do you expect in return? Put that together. We don't say no to any idea. We got like so much is happening now. I mean, it's a fortunate thing for the public that we have ONPASSIVE. That first of all, like Red said, that cultural transformation that happened to all of us, it keeps that set of accountability to us. We want to be better humans and not just self-driven. To look out for our human contribution. I think that was very obvious. It will get better very shortly, and we want to be careful and mindful. We don't want to slip into the competitive mentality and who got more and who. We want to look at it as one whole family. Like, okay, if one is getting that, for somehow it benefits all of us. So let's not be personal with it. We'll be fine if we work together, but we're better off with ONPASSIVE, and it's going to enable people have their own movements and revolutions. So if we breed more products, more solutions, more disruptive ideas, that's the ultimate accomplishment. But don't forget that ONPASSIVE digital ecosystem, what you see and what you've heard so far, is just one phase.
Marty's got a new idea, Ash. It's a dinosaur. Ask him about his dinosaur.
What is that for?
Oh, it is a surprise, but it's pretty funny. I liked it. Don't get embarrassed, Marty. He was very smart when he did it, to be honest with you.
Wow.
He's a modest guy, so.
I expect nothing but smart from New Jersey, so.
Not all around the clock,
Yeah, there's peak hours, right, Chris?
Right.
Yeah.
Peak hours. Definitely peak
or
hours.
days.
Ooh.
Okay, so let's talk about something else. I love the food picture you sent me, Brett. No, that's not the topic. Indian
Oh,
food.
we could talk about food always.
I love it. Yeah, incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got an idea. Make sure that you don't dump it and don't die. DD, and you have a better chance within OBLESS or the innovative labs to achieve that. Okay, it's yours. It's we don't want to take your ideas. We don't want to own them, but we sincerely want it to be accomplished if it's something useful for humanity. So I hope I was helpful to you. I was not sure what was the topic about, but I thought it's always good to refresh our memories, our fellow brothers and sisters, and tell them we're really in a good position today. Couldn't be better. And we are definitely progressing at a speed we've never seen before. And we wouldn't wish it to be different. I just love the journey. I love what's happening, regardless. And I'm trying to inspire you by that. If you see it the same way, I think you're going to be much more, first, realistic, productive, and happier. It's important to think realistic, that we're not going to force your dreams to come to reality. We're not going to force our dreams upon you in a way. you should think independently, and you are unique, and we need you. You have something that we don't have for sure. And there's no way with the mentality that do it for me company. And I mean, like everything, like you just don't know what you need. So you have to have that image in your brain, in your heart. It's almost like a sensor. And when the opportunity is passing by, or the solution, or so that is a clear image you have in your mind. So you grab it, you know exactly what you're looking for. But there's no way we could design dreams delivery, exactly what you want, unless you persuade that in a way and be clear on what you want and use us as a vehicle. We will not disappoint you. But if you're going to expect, you have no idea where you want to go, I just know this company is going to make me successful or happy, never going to happen, because you don't know what you want. So if you don't know what you're looking for, how do you know when you find it? Like Chris's father. I don't mean that he didn't know, it just unachievable, because you're always constantly looking for that. But I would say be clear on what you want and realistic, and then what the company can do for me. I'm going to share a story with you, and we'll leave it with that, okay? In the beginning of, I don't think it's exclusive to me, everybody probably in a relationship, you would expect your spouse or your partner to make you happy. Mostly, this is our business, I mean, marriage scam. You think when you marry, that person, whether he or she, okay, is going to make you happy. You're just going to sit down, make me happy. That's what I thought too. It's like everybody else. And so I was feeling that way. Obviously, she's feeling that way as well. He's going to make me happy. Oh, no, she's going to make me happy. She should make me happy. No, he should make me happy. You see that? Nobody talks about it, but we know the mindset. We were with a group one day, and someone asked her, does he make you happy? And I was like, ooh, that is cool. Of course she's going to say, okay, he makes me happy. He's cool. He's hot. He's sexy, this and that. I was like, okay, I love it. Now we got some, recognition. And she said, no, he doesn't make me happy. And things went south, and said, oh my God, have you ever asked somebody to explain what they meant and you regret it and it got worse? So I said, what do you mean? Can you explain to them, like, what do you mean? Because I'm like trying to clean it up a little bit. What do you mean he doesn't make you happy? I'm sure. And she said, no, he never makes me happy. He does not make me happy. Oh God, okay, so he's very sure. And she said, that's what I thought in the beginning. And I was waiting for him to make me happy until I realized that I only can make myself happy. I need to be clear on what I want. And when I did that, then he started adding to my happiness. Thank God. It's realistic. I mean, you might not like it, but it's realistic. It's more tangible. So no person can make you happy, but they can make you happier, or they cannot make you successful. They can make you more successful. They can add to it. They can contribute it.
I'm just happy I was happy enough not to ask Dawn that question.
Yeah, And again, I hope to inspire you, especially guys, not to ask, because I don't think you're going to find a good answer. Women are blunt. They're going to tell you. They're
Thanks
going
for
to tell you,
coming on,
no, you
Ash.
don't make me happy.
Dawn just said, what are you talking about? I go, peace, baby. Just take it easy.
All right. About your anniversary. So it's coming in July, right?
Yes, it is. But you don't need to go there.
Yeah, we
I
do.
know exactly when it is.
What
Oh,
time?
this year you might know when exactly when it is because somebody prompts you.
July 26, 1980.
He's got to look at her for approval. Do you see that?
Am I
I'm
right?
good.
Am I right?
Yeah, I got
Am
it.
I right?
Well, there's nothing flying this direction, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
When was your
I always
gas and fire
wondered,
date?
when did you meet? Do you remember the date?
Yeah, the 12th of June, 1978.
Oh, a year before. Okay. Wow. Roughly a year before. You got in business right away. Okay.
I don't play. Never
You
mind.
play.
Yeah.
And that's it.
In fact, I signed her papers in her senior year of high school.
Wow.
No,
Speaking of
she wasn't pregnant. Okay, get that straight.
speaking of
Everybody out there.
loyalty, what's your first child's birthday? You don't have to say the year.
That's Kristen, and her birthday's the 12th of June.
12th of June?
Yeah, 1982.
Same day you met Don.
No. I met Dawn in.
You said
Dawn,
June 12th.
did I say June 12th?
Yes.
No, that's when he first met her.
Yes, you said that.
Trying to talk to you, but she's
70
saying stuff I don't want you to hear. Okay, hold on.
I
He's
see you're
in trouble.
muting. Yeah.
He's
Okay.
in trouble
Oh,
again.
we don't want to make a disaster for him today. Okay, so we don't want to create it.
Oh boy, this is going to be a long, loud night. I have a feeling.
Okay. Well, somebody has to have him sleep over.
Mufar's causing trouble. What? No, it was the 12th. All right. I don't
But
know.
at least you know the year. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Ash. Yeah, that's going to help a lot. All right. Yeah. I know what decade it was. Yeah.
Marty, just ask her to calm down. It sorts everything else out. When you tell a woman to calm down, that's it. It's easy.
No, I found the perfect line in case you guys want to use it. You're right, and I'm sorry. Boom, baby.
So Don, if you can hear us, does Marty make you happy?
Dawn, can you hear Dawn at all?
Not now.
This is a gamble, okay? This is a gamble. Dawn,
We're asking, not you.
they're asking, not me. Answer truthfully, please, Lord. I'm just kidding. Answer
pray for you.
truthfully. Do I make you happy? She said
I
no.
didn't hear it.
flying.
Yes.
They didn't hear you.
Wow. Hats off for Don. Unbelievable.
That
What
cost
did
me
you
a
do?
lot. That's gonna
What
cost
did
me,
you
okay?
do?
She's
What does
making
she
this
want tonight?
she's making
Yeah,
this
today.
word when she said it. No, I'm
He
just
He
kidding.
just gave her 5 more positions.
You should see the relief
That's
on your face at the moment,
unpredictable.
Marty, as
No,
well.
she owns all the positions. You kidding? I did it for her.
A good one. That's going to go over.
That's a good one.
No, I really did. She's
Fantastic.
she's making another craft. She's making another craft. It's amazing. Out of a flower pot. It's beautiful. It's pretty cool. I'll take a picture. I'll show you guys.
Is that the one
Beautiful.
she's about ready to throw at you?
No, I hope not. This thing weighs about 20 pounds.
You have a very good wife.
All right,
Both of you.
so the
All three
last
of you.
thing, obviously, the lesson is very clear, okay? Do not expect somebody to dictate what you feel and what you accomplish. You should be the driver. I mean, if you let somebody be 100% of, like, in control of your destiny, you should be happy whatever the accomplishment is. You let somebody drive for you, so you should be happy wherever it ends. But if you want it in a certain way, you should be the driver. You should be in control. You haul, as we say. Thank you so much for having me. That was fun. It went to a good direction. And I am shocked about Don's commitment to you. That's unbelievable.
I'm happy as a lark.
She opens, marriage school. I'll sign up for that.
Shocked. He
Now,
said,
wait a
shocked.
minute. Wait a minute. There were times in the last 40, 42, 43 years that she wouldn't have said that. Okay.
Quick wash
Guaranteed.
your head, Marty.
I wish there were videos or, that was captured like on Usmahan's face. Like, no, he doesn't make me happy.
Oh my God.
I wish like Earth swallowed me at the moment.
Oh,
Like I
yeah.
disappeared. And I'm waiting to brag. Oh yeah, it's like, okay, tell them how much you love me and how much I make you happy. And all of that.
Like when I
all that
didn't know our
ego.
wedding anniversary and I yell it out. She's 2 foot away.
Oh,
It wasn't that. You
You
knew
idiot.
Marty, what it was is you knew your unpassive anniversary, but you
I know.
forgot your wedding anniversary. That's what it was.
Yeah, I knew the time, the date. No, but I knew where he was going, so my mind was on passive. And he knew that and took advantage and said, "When were you married?" I go, blah, blah, blah. I couldn't even freak out, even know my name.
but you see, we fixed your memory. I mean, your.
You fixed my marriage. I went from not
I don't want to
knowing.
say your marriage, but
Yeah, now
at least your anniversary date dilemma.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right now, I make her happy. If you asked me that day, I guarantee it wouldn't have been the same answer.
You're very welcome. Yeah, of course.
You got to call him in 3 more hours. We'll see what that answer is.
Well, I don't believe it.
Remember, every live I do, she's 2 foot away.
Yeah.
So she gets tired of me a long time ago. Okay. Yeah.
All right. We're going to ask her that question in person one day.
He just loves it. You're worse than me, Ash. You're worse than me when it comes to digging on Marty. I love that.
Come on. Like, who do you play with?
Well, Michael's not here to make fun
Your
of
sibling,
him.
your brothers, your
So
family.
we don't have Michael here to make fun of, so we got to pick on Marty.
I know. But this was, different. I hope it was helpful to you. Please, please, please be the driver in your destiny. That's all I want to say.
Thanks, Ash.
Take care.
Thanks very much,
I'll see you at the next stop.
Thanks, brother.
Of course.
I'll see you all.
Bye, everybody.
Absolutely.
Y'all come back now.
361. 361.